Hey, ladies. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. This is a Monday night edition, a little motivational Monday for you. I wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit about if your dark mode is not working, what some of the problems could be, kind of help you figure that out in your process. I am actually going to do something tonight for you, ladies, which is drop the StreamYard link in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up, you are more than welcome to do so tonight. So first of all, we are on the path to 1,000 subscribers. That is correct. We are about 14 people away from 1,000 subscribers, and at 1,000 subscribers, we get to unlock monetization. So because of that, I said, you know what? We're going to do a sprint right now. We are going to actually get to our 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I have a special guest that I want to bring on. You all are going to love her. She is super dynamic, but I want to show her that the community is really growing and moving. So that's the reason why Cherie is going live every night this week for you. Um, so, hello, first of all, to Becoming Boss C. We got Selfish Love in the house. I think I had originally put the chime in incorrectly, Selfish Love, but yeah, it's 6:45 this evening, and Erica is in the building as well. So, ladies, don't forget to like the video as you're coming in, please. Like the video. Okay. Also, this morning at 5 a.m., your girl did a brief live stream on the Silicon Valley Bank issue and everything that is happening there. So, if you all didn't get a chance to listen to that and you want to know what my commentary is about that, ultimately, capitalism will always take care of itself. There were too many rich people with too much money in that bank, and the bailout did not surprise me at all. You're saying, thank you so much for the live yesterday. It was such a blessing. Great. I loved it. I'll let the ladies know. Hey, Computer and Coin. Hello. And Ambrosia is saying, hi, Cherie came in to say hi. It's been a while. I love you. We'll watch the video tomorrow. Well, you are welcome, my dear. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about dark mode. So the first thing is we've been on this having this conversation about what dark mode is. So dark mode is basically when you focus on one thing, having a very specific goal until that goal is reached. So what could that goal be? That goal could be anything from you want a new job, you want to get your tech cert, you want to start a business, you want to start a business that actually starts making money, because that's a little bit different. You want to grow your business so that you can get out of your job. You want to, set up your lead generation system within your company, whatever it is that you want to do, that is ultimately a goal. And dark mode is where you basically don't do anything else except for focus on that one thing. And it could be for 30 days, it could be for 60 days, it could be 90 days, it could be 10 days, it could be a year. Some people choose to do like weight loss and they may have a lot of weight to lose and they go dark mode for a year. They don't go out to eat with friends, they don't cheat on their diet, and they may do it for a year and a half in order to get 100 plus pounds off, etc. And we're mid March right now. And you all know I started my job actually January 2nd. So we're almost a quarter in. And it hit me that a lot of people are saying they're doing dark mode, but it may not be working for them. Because even for me, my dark mode, I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, I'm still trying to figure out my results. Let me just say it like that. And I was on a Zoom call with some people, and one of the young ladies said, I feel busy all the time, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And I knew I needed to do tonight's session because how many of us are busy, but we're not getting any results? And if you want to know if your dark mode is not working, check on your results. because your results are going to tell you everything. Your results will tell you if things are working or not. Everybody, please like the video as you're coming in as well. Please like the video, and the StreamYard link is in the chat if anybody wants to come up. Because the truth is that, you know, everything that we're doing right now is kind of, so Selfish Love will appreciate this. Someone called it a P&L for our time. A P&L for our time. Basically, P&L stands for profit and loss statement. And what that means is we're putting in a certain amount of time. That's our expenses. And our results are our revenues. Our results are we getting more for the time that we're putting in? Are we making a profit in dark mode? Making a profit just means, are we hitting the results that we expected to hit and more? Hey, J. Antoinette. Hello, my dear. So I have for you tonight the 6 reasons why your dark mode may be failing. The 6 reasons why. Number 1, you ain't fully committed to it. Oh, see, you told me you were fully committed to dark mode. You said it to me. You said it to yourself. You said it to everybody else, but you weren't committed. How do we know you're not committed? Because you haven't put the time aside, because you haven't gotten rid of all the distractions, because on the days you're supposed to be doing the things you need to do for dark mode, you're like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, the laundry. Oh, the kids. I'm not talking about if the kids are bleeding. I'm talking about just regular, the kids stuff. You're not fully committed to it. There have been times in my life where I said I wanted to do stuff and I knew by my actions that I wasn't fully committed to it. And one day you get to a point where you're just like, stop kidding yourself. Stop kidding yourself, Cherie. You're not committed to dark mode. Because if you are, then you would put certain things in place in order to show that commitment. Tony Robbins calls it getting into state. You need to get into the state of mind of commitment to your dark mode. So that's number 1. That's the first reason. You may say, no, Cherie, I am committed. I have, my stuff together and I am committed to dark mode. I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Well, number 2, the second reason why dark mode may be failing. You don't actually have scheduled hours to work on your dark mode task. How many of us have pulled out the calendar, have marked it off, have told the husband and kids, do not cross this threshold of this room unless you are bleeding? For your entrepreneurs out there, how many of you say, oh, dark mode, my dark mode is I'm going to start and grow this business. And yet you don't have work hours. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you have a 9 to 5, then your work hours for your business, your part-time business, may be 7 to 10, Monday through Thursday. Do you actually have work hours? If you're trying to get that tech cert, do you actually have study hours? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 8:30, even if Cherie is on and she is talking about the best topic I can ever imagine, it is dark mode time. It is time for me to actually study. I will catch the replay with Cherie because she rarely puts anything on private. Selfish Love said I was calling her out. Look, I'm calling me out too, Selfish Love. It's not just you. Oh, Denise, don't worry. We just got started. We just got started, my dear. So, second reason you may be failing dark mode is that you haven't really scheduled the work hours. You haven't. So, just like let's take certification again. Let's say you were going to school and you had class, and the professor expected you to have attendance in class. That's the same thing that needs to happen with our certifications, with our businesses, with our sales calls. with getting together with our resume writer, whatever it is we're trying to do. So that's number 2. So, number 1, let's say that you are fully committed to it, you are in the state of mind to do it. And number 2, you have pulled out your calendar, you have scheduled work hours, you actually are sitting down and doing the work. Third reason why dark mode isn't working is you're distracted. You're distracted. I know, Cherie, I have ADHD. Well, get rid of it. I know sometimes it's not that simple, right? But even me, I have a little bit of ADHD, but you know what? I say I have to work around it because the truth is, in this upcoming 10, 20 years, we have this thing with TikTok and things like that where we can't sit still for long enough, but the people who are going to win are those who can sit down for longer periods of time. I recently did some research and it turns out that there are different ways that you can manage those distractions. It could be clearing your desk, it could be turning off your cell phone, it could be turning off certain apps, things like that. And if you know that the apps are your problem and you still have not turned them off, then you're not fully committed. You're not fully committed. And it's okay. Just say you're not in dark mode, if we're going to be honest. Now, some of us are distracted because we have poor nutrition. We're eating things that basically don't work with our brain chemistry and it totally messes with us. Ladies, if that is you, do your research with regards to that. There are certain foods that you eat that can help you with your cognitive abilities and your concentration, and other foods that will totally damage it. Selfish love is saying, I turned that phone off and put it in the drawer while working at this point. Good for you. Good for you. I have managed that as well. I used to be really bad with it. Distractions. Another big distraction you could have is that you have just undone stuff. So, for example, I needed to pull my stuff together for taxes this weekend. And last week, all I could think about was, oh my goodness, I got to get this together for my taxes and that together for my taxes, etc. And I was distracted. How many of you have ever been distracted because you have another project or another big thing that needs to get done? In those cases, it's not necessarily bad. Just admit that at that time period, you're not in dark mode. Hey, Wooden Core, saying I turn off notifications, but I need to get an app that limits my use of. Look, let me say something to you, Wooden Core, with all due love. If you do not do that this evening, you're not committed. You're not committed. Hey, Lila Rose. Yeah, you started your shift. We'll catch the replay. No problem, my dear. It'll be up. And we have to be honest with ourselves. And I'm saying this as Cherie, because there were times again when I said, oh, I'm committed to dark mode. And it's like, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because if you were, you would be doing certain things and you weren't. So, my reasons thus far: number 1, you're not fully committed to dark mode. Number 2, you haven't scheduled your work hours. Number 3, you're distracted. Number 4, you don't have any systems, any checklists, or any processes to get whatever task it is within dark mode finished. You don't have any systems, you don't have any processes. So let me tell you what I mean by that. I'm going to give you an example. You all know I started my job. And within my job, like nobody's ever done it before, so I don't have a blueprint. So I actually spent literally the past 2 months figuring out how to structure my day for maximum efficiency. I finally got it together. The problem is if I miss like an hour or something like that, it gets totally shifted. It's still driving me crazy. But for you, for example, if you are studying for your tech cert, you should have a system of learning based on your learning style. That could be the problem. It's not necessarily your fault, but it could be the problem of why your dark mode is not working because the way that you're learning for that tech cert may not be good for you. Or the way that you are doing your business, for example, your lead generation and marketing, you don't have a system and a process yet or a checklist together. Wooden Core is saying that is excellent point, accepting the advice with love. I'm sending it to you absolutely with love, my dear. Absolutely. And everybody, the link is in the chat in case you all want to come up and talk with me. So that's number 4. So you say, no, 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 Cherie, none of those reasons are the reasons why my dark mode is failing. I'm committed. I've scheduled my work hours. I'm not distracted. I'm totally focused. And I've got my systems and my checklist together. I would say, well, is it number 5? Number 5, are you trying to do it all by yourself? Are you trying to do dark mode alone when you're more of a community person? I'll go back to courses. There are certain people who learn better in a group and in a class than learning alone, self paced. Is that you? Do you need to get together with 2 or 3 people who are also taking that certification and you all get together every Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 8:30 and you go through the lessons as a group? And you may say, well, Cherie, where do I find those people? I don't know, maybe Facebook. Maybe there are Facebook groups. Maybe there are people who have signed up that you all decide, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to do this together. That has to do with the learning style, ladies. But sometimes you can't do it all by yourself. Sometimes you work more effectively in dark mode with other people. Another example, weight loss challenges. There are some people who can lose weight by themselves. There are other people who do better as a group. Yes, Nicole, I am going to keep this live up, my dear. Yes, I'm absolutely going to keep it up. And if you are trying to do it all by yourself and dark mode is not working, asking yourself, do I need to complete my task with other people? Sometimes you need a coach, sometimes you need an accountability partner. But considering that as a reason why your dark mode is not working. So I got one final reason. So you may say, no, 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 Cherie, I'm fully committed. Cherie, I've got my work hours scheduled. I got my calendar pulled out and those times are marked off. Cherie, I swear I'm not distracted. I have my checklist and my systems and I've got a way of actually getting my thing done. And I'm doing it in the best way for me, whether it's I'm doing it by myself or I'm doing it with a group. Well, reason number 6 that dark mode may be failing for you is you are working on more than one project in dark mode. I know, I know. We want to multitask. We think that we're able to get a new job and start this new business and date for marriage and. There are actually psychological studies that have shown that people cannot multitask, especially when you're talking about doing things in dark mode, because dark mode typically means you are trying to do something that will accelerate your results. Are you trying to do too many things in dark mode? The hardest thing with dark mode is picking one thing to do. And yet, the people who are most successful with dark mode pick one thing to do. So even though I have this YouTube channel and I love you ladies, my dark mode is my job. It's my job. And I would have to put everything else aside if needed. For you, Your dark mode may again be that certification, or it could be that business, or whatever it is that your dark mode is. Pick one thing. So, those are the 6 reasons why your dark mode may be failing. Y'all are mighty quiet now, so I hope I said something that was enlightening to you. Um, the link was in the chat, but nobody came up. So, that is it for me. I'm not going to do long lives well, that's not true. Wednesday will be a long live. On Wednesday, we're actually going to talk about Jerome Powell. Uh, Practically admitting to the fact that they're going to push the unemployment rate up to 7% to 10%. And you all know when white people get a cold, Black people get pneumonia. So we're going to talk about this from an upwardly mobile Black woman point of view. That's on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, we're talking about GPT-4, which is coming out in the next week or two. It is going to revolutionize AI even more. And Thursday, we're going to have a bit of a health show talking about the hot girl walk challenge that I found. And then on Friday, we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll talk about being single and child free, the truth about it. Again, I'm on the path to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm going to ask you ladies to like the video, share the live stream, share this channel with a friend or two. We're, I think, 14 people away from 1,000 subscribers. At that time, I get to unlock monetization, get my little $15 check from Google. So I'm super excited about that. Selfish Love is saying all of this is great. Selfish Love, girl, I got to tell you my accounting story as well. My I put together my taxes because I was trying to get them done on time, and my accountant said they are swamped. They got like so many people put their stuff in on time that they are swamped. And I was laughing with my mother because, I used to be a bookkeeper. And I said, well, shoot, I probably should have gone and worked for him. He probably would have let me too, let me work from home and go work for him. So, look, you accountants are super busy these days. Wooden Core is saying very enlightening. I do too many of these. I arrive late, so yeah, just re-listen to it. It's only going to be 20 minutes here. Oh, you're saying you shared on Twitter. Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you, my dear. I'm getting a computer call, and I'm getting there. I'm like 14 people away. So, and you have been such a wonderful help with regards to that. So I appreciate and love all of you ladies. You're drowning in tech, girl. I know, but I have to admit, I don't miss accounting and tax season at all. You all want to talk about stress, ladies, but I will say this to all the young ladies that are out there and any mature ladies as well. If you all want a really good career and you're good with math and people, accounting is it. You don't even have to really be good at math. You just need to know how to put books together and work with CPAs with regard to the tax rules. You can make a lot of money, a lot of money. Wooden Core saying agreed. You'll be there in just a couple of days. Thank you so much. I hope so. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let me just come on every day and just let's see the numbers bump up. You trying to get out? I understand. I look, I do not envy you at all, but money is good over there. All right, ladies. Well, that is it for me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow, back tomorrow for the road to 1,000. Take care. Bye.